Hey, great Wednesday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville, Texas. And let me say, the weather is amazing. It was a kind of a crazy day, I think, for most of us. It rained in some places a little bit. I think the worst that I caught was a little bit of drizzle down the expressway, but mostly it was pretty much on the hot side. Este, hey, Noe. God bless, Papa. Shoot, where are you, Papa? There you are. Hello, I know we, my man, but no, we good evening, Chess Master Royal, my man. It was just a crazy type of day today. I don't think that I caught any accidents today. Maybe one. Did I post up an accident today or two? I honestly can't remember. But it was a crazy, crazy day. Um, I had debated whether good evening, Alea, good evening, Joe, oh my man, good evening, right on time. I do my best. I was sort of debating because I usually go thrift store shopping either Tuesdays or Wednesdays, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesdays, and I hadn't gone, and I thought gotta go get me some thrift store shopping taken care of, and I was able to find this beautiful shirt, which I just threw on, and I found a beautiful black coat that is right there, a green shirt, a red shirt, a cowboy shirt. Can't go wrong with a cowboy shirt. Yeehaw! A western shirt, and a couple of ties. So it was all in all a good little shopping. One of the things that I was most excited about was that I did buy a Limo Studio lamp. Has anyone heard of Limo Studio? Probably not. Limo Studio lamps are some of these umbrella lamps, and I found that at Goodwill for like, was it Goodwill? No, no, no. At Texas Thrift in Harlingen for like $3. And I think those things are expensive. Not really sure. Good evening, El Gallo de Joe Valdez. Good evening, Azuri. Actually had an awesome lunch date today. Not going to mention with who, but went to Kamori. And let me say, guys, I love Kamori, man. I love Kamori. Always have the San Francisco roll. Some good stuff there, Kamori, man. I had a taste of some fried rice. Delish. Great, great rice. But the San Francisco roll, oh my goodness. It is amazing. I'm not even joking, guys. If you're going to go to Kamori, try the San Francisco roll. I'm not even joking. And let them know, hey, I want the Erasmo roll. That's the San Francisco roll. And it is amazing, amazing. It doesn't have rice. It's got spinach and some lettuce mix. And when you bite it, it's got salmon, and it's just so fresh to eat that, and it's a lot healthier than eating all that rice that Zuri ate today. Zuri had a lot of rice, not healthy. I told her it was too much sugar, but she doesn't listen to me. No one listens to me much anymore. Good evening, Joshua. Good evening. Good evening. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Good evening, Kenina. Hermosa. Hermosa. Let me say that when we did go to Komori today, I did have the honor of seeing Alex Begum, the law giant, and I think the Begums and I have had our little clashes in the past, but I think we're all over it. And Alex and I have always had great conversations. Had uh, have always been cordial to each other. So I appreciate Alex Begum as they had a great, great, quick little conversation. As that I made mention that I own, I think, three Alex Begum suits, and they fit perfectly on me. Alex Begum special made suits. And we actually had this thing, well, sometime back where I let him know that I found them. I actually found them at the thrift store. and I knew those suckers were tailor made. And let me tell you, you could feel the texture of the cloth, and it just feels tailor made. They are my favorite suits. I wear them every so often. I wear them for special occasions. I will be wearing my Alex Begum suit to Colombia. I don't know why, but I Alex Begum and I again, a good friend, and I appreciate his friendship. I appreciate the conversation that we had today. Also saw his mom, Miss Begum, and I think her husband. And again, it was great to see the Begums today. Great. I really enjoyed it. And we met up at the Komori, so it was a fun little afternoon. At Komori. Good. Hola. What a week. I'm so tired. Yes, I know. I think more than anything, for a lot of the folk that are getting ready for back to school, I think it's just a lot of uncertainty going on in the minds of a lot of folk out there, and I think that's it's really concerning. One of the things that we've been talking about a lot is in regards to mental health, and how it's an issue for our folk here in Brownsville. It's an issue I would say throughout the country, but especially with the pandemic, and the loss of life and everything else. I mean, there's just a lot of mental health issues, a lot of depression, a lot of sadness, a lot of separation anxiety. And you know what? And I think a lot of it has to do, guys, that we're so used to being such a free society. It's just very difficult for us to have to wear masks. I tell folks that I thought it was kind of funny that every single time I'd see individuals like from Mexico City or in China wearing masks because of the amount of pollution, as that I'd always laugh like, that's crazy, having to walk around with a face mask. And it became our reality, guys. And we're not even sure if it's going to continue to be our reality, because we don't know what specific guidelines are going to get set out from the federal government. One of the things that has been going back and forth is that the federal government is wanting to restart another face mask mandate. I don't think we're at that point where we need another face mask mandate, guys. We just need individuals to be a little bit more cautious, to be a little bit more careful in regards to interacting with other folks, especially during this pandemic. That's what we need to do. I mean, there's not much to it other than that. I hate it when my notifications don't alert me to your show. Joe was mentioning that this morning. I honestly don't know what it is. Hector, I would try to go on to that little bell on YouTube. Try YouTube. I think no one is having issues on YouTube except nobody's liking my damn page. Like that damn page on YouTube, folks. But I know someone mentioned that to me as well. There's very little. It's just Facebook is so fickle. Sup, Dabo, my man. Gamori is so good. Gamori is the best, guys. And I I appreciate Soda Sushi as well. They got great stuff as well. But I'm sorry, but my favorite sushi roll is made at Komori. It's a San Francisco roll, otherwise known as the Erasmo roll. It's amazing, guys. It's amazing. It's like you bite into it and you're biting into freshness. It was great. Good evening, Joe. Oh, my man. Just talking about you. I noticed that when you upload videos, they're fuzzy. I think you need to change your Facebook settings to upload HQ videos and photos. Just a suggestion. How do I do that, Elgato Jovides? Send me an inbox. I absolutely have no idea what you just mentioned. Uh, Change your Facebook settings to upload HQ videos. Let's see. Uh, Change Facebook settings HQ HD or HQ. HD videos, Papa, no? Button right on Facebook, scroll down to the tab settings, then press settings. Down to media context, tap videos and photos, video settings, upload HD. Let's see if we can do that together, guys. Just out of curiosity, I honestly don't know what the hell I'm doing here, but uh, on the bottom right, I don't know where that crap is at. Settings and privacy, and have settings. Scroll down to media and contacts. Don't see media and contacts. I don't see any media and contacts. Oh, videos. How about videos? Video default quality. You can still change the quality of the videos you're watching. HD if available. Autoplay video. These you use the Facebook website to change autoplay video. No. There. Does that work? Does that make it any better? I have no idea. I tried. Y'all let me know if y'all notice the difference. Buenas noches, don Genaro, hermoso. Es un placer verle esta noche. Estaba pensando en usted hoy porque pasé por los apartamentos que tenían ahí por la 12 y me acordé de usted. Buenas noches, bendiciones, Sandra, hermosa. Buenas noches, buenas noches. What place is it you're talking about? Komori restaurant. It's a sushi place. Amazing. Erasmo, send shout out to my wife, Alma. Saludos, Alma. Bendiciones, que la pases bien. Hola a Jenny, hermosa Jenny, qué hermosas camisetas. I want to thank Jenny and Frank for the amazing Chicken Little shirts. They are amazing. I love them. And I think I'm going to wear mine again this weekend. She needs to listen to my Let's Talk Health show tomorrow at 8 p.m. She does because she was eating too much rice. And I was telling her too much rice equals too much sugar. That's what rice contains. But yes, Royal has on Talk Show Central RGV style his health show on Thursdays at 8 p.m. So awesome. Barbarella, good evening. Do you think the school district will modify their plans for the Delta COVID? No. And I say that they won't. Let me say that one of the things that we experienced during last year was the lack of preparation that the school district had. There was no proactivity whatsoever, nothing. And it seemed like nobody cared. And once we demanded and asked for a plan, then all they did was go and copy paste Houston's plan. I mean, up to the graphics in it. I mean, we almost had a black student on our BISD plan. And nothing against our black students, guys. I have nieces and nephews that are African American. Nothing against them. But it does not represent the majority of the students here in the city of Brownsville. Just doesn't. And again, I would have said the same. It would have been an Anglo, a gringo on the plan. And look, if you're going to do that, then have one of every race on there. But to have an African American on our plan here in Brownsville just goes to show where we got the plan from. We got it from Houston, Texas. Could have been Dallas, but it was Houston, Texas. So we didn't have a plan back then with the full-blown virus and every governmental agency putting everything on hold. I think much less it's going to happen now that the Delta virus is picking up steam throughout the country and throughout the world. Actually, it's going to be kind of interesting. Again, I didn't see any numbers today, but I'm concerned in regards to not so much the Delta virus, but more than anything, guys, I'm concerned because of the number of students that have succumbed to it. Not succumbed to getting the disease, not that they passed away. Let me make sure I correct that. That have gotten the Delta virus. I mean, the numbers are staggering. I'm alone sitting in my car and wearing a mask watching your show. Do not do that. Take that mask off. It's okay if you're sitting in the car watching the show, just don't be sitting in the car by yourself with a face mask on. It's kind of weird. I still think it's so weird to see people driving around by themselves in their vehicle with a face mask on, guys. I did go to Carlington today, as I did mention. Let me tell you guys, we have some of the worst drivers in the world. Uh, Between Harlingen and Brownsville, the worst drivers in the world. Look, guys, stop using the left lane. Stop using the left lane as a cruising lane. It really does get to be very annoying. And then what happens is, guys, and I'm going to say this again, the majority of the accidents that happen out there are because of slow drivers. It's crazy. It's madness, guys. Stop driving slow on the left hand lane. And then what happens, guys, was you're back there and you're blinking your lights like, move to the side, you imbecile. The left lane is for passing. Move to the side. They won't move to the side. And then what happens is when you try to cross them, then they speed up. What's the point? Why weren't you speeding up before when I was throwing out those lights? Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Why are there so many horrible drivers? Left lane is for passing. And again, it just gets so annoying because then when you try to cross past them, then everyone starts to speed up. Going like, this is what you should have done in the first place. And you have this urge, guys. I know I did. I had this urge to pass them and to look at them, like, and burp, like I just did. Like, where did you learn how to drive? Horrible. That's why we have so many accidents here, guys. We will vote maskaholics out of office. God, please. You got ads and the videos started getting shorter. You got ads and the videos started getting shorter. Coincidence? Watch those ads, please. Like your page. Thank you, guys. 40 people watching on YouTube. Only 14 have liked it so far, guys. Why do you do this to me, folks? Why? Good evening. Te manda saludos, Ginny Brion. Frank, my man. Awesome shirts. Chicken Little. I love them. Has the city started spraying for mosquitoes? No. And let me tell you, they're huge suckers. Frankie was over there at the sports park and sent out a message going like, please get someone to come and spray this crap. And, I said, sure. But, it's kind of a trippy deal because I'm the one that's actually constantly out there calling these people out. And I'm going like, call them out on your show. But nobody wants to call anybody out. I'm the only one left calling people out. It's my job. And I love it. I love my job. And let me tell you, man, I do really, really well as the king of all local social media. I do. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. And there's no one more handsome in the city of Brownsville than Erasmo Castro, guys. No one. And that's pretty awesome. With Bernal appointed to the new position, the mayor will benefit more with his business down butt kissing, and Brownsville sure does pay off. I read about that, and I'm going like, why do we care? And I actually put up there like, yeah, nobody cares. Como que they want to applaud themselves for bringing all this stuff in and like, oh, well, now he sits at a council of mayors and city managers, and who cares? Fix the damn streets. Mayor and newspaper. Do you really think people in Brownsville give a rat's behind? We don't care. We don't care if the mayor sits on President Biden's committees of city managers of the world. We don't care. We care that the brush hasn't been picked up by Rivera or Garcia. And it's exactly what I've been saying, folks. I put up some pictures today. It's exactly what I've been saying. The area by Rivera, by Garcia, Southmost, guys, even Brownsville Country Club, guys, and the woods have been neglected. Everywhere, West Brownsville, neglected. Neglected. So do you think that we neglected people in the city of Brownsville give a rat's behind that the city manager is now sitting on some committee? Who cares? I don't care. Pick up the damn debris. It's a mess. So I reported it to the city of Brownsville today. So, city of Brownsville, please don't let me down. Please make sure that the brush gets picked up. And look, guys, I'm not giving anyone a pass out there. I think part of the big problem with the city of Brownsville, guys, is we got gente marrana. I've said it yesterday and I'll continue to say it. There's too many marranos, and not the cute ones. Not the ones that are walking around Brownsville at night trying to find food. Those are cute. Cute pigs. Cute piggy. Piggy, piggy, piggy. Oink, oink, oink. Cute. Coche. Coche, saca la marrana de la cocina. Cute. Not the one that drive cars and who goes slow on the left-hand lane on the expressway. Those are marranos. Not the ones that speed up when you want trying to pass them. Those are marranos. And for sure, not the viejas marranas and the viejos marranos that throw dirty diapers onto the parking lots, guys. Are you sick? Are you crazy? You're a pig. You're a marrano. Stop doing that. And folks, stop dumping trash and a half throughout the city of Brownsville. Don't do it, guys. Please. Hola from Dallas, my man. Paul, I'll be in Dallas in October because I'm going to Cuba and I have to spend the night in Dallas. Maybe we can meet up for lunch, dinner. Sí, hizo work, te ves más guapo. I told you. I don't know how I do it, but it's kind of weird, but it seems like I get more and more handsome every day. I don't understand it. I actually had a client come in and he was only 2 years older than me. And I looked at the guy and going like, bro, you've had a horrible life, haven't you? I mean, God, you look terrible. And the guy looked really bad. And I think he was 2 years older than me. He was 34. I'm 32. Looked horrible. I'm like, how the hell do I do it? Do I need more Botox? I think I do. I want to get this finally taken care of. Just don't have the money. And then I can't remember who was telling me that someone here, was it you, Sudi? Told me that someone was doing sculpting where they injected you with like burner. And they burn off the parts that you don't want. And I need that. Actually, I'm probably going to shave tomorrow. It's starting to get all fluffy again. And then when I shave, you get to see this part. It's gotten better since I did the little strings to pick it up. It's just not perfection. I like perfection. So the big news was mayor on a boat accessing wetlands. I heard a story today, and again, I can't verify it, that the big news is that Elon Musk is going to start paying taxes to the city of Brownsville. Guys, I cannot believe it. Supposedly, from sources inside the city, the big hoopla secret that the mayor had was supposed that Elon Musk is going to start paying taxes to Zero. I don't know how that's going to happen. Elon Musk does not live in Brownsville. He lives in Starbase. Starbase is not in Brownsville. It is in Cameron County. So there's no taxes to be paid directly to the city of Brownsville. Now, one of the things that I fought for, I didn't fight for, but I did bring up when I was at the district, guys, was why we didn't receive any tax dollars coming from the Port of Brownsville. You know that we don't get paid tax dollars, school district tax dollars. Those tax dollars go to Port Isabel. But because we already maxed out in regards to the amount of money that we can receive, it doesn't much matter. We can receive more tax dollars, and those are still going to go to the state. So I don't know how that would work if that's actually factual. Like, will the excess dollars that would have gone to the district actually go straight to the state? We get nothing because BISD cannot get more than what the state has allotted that it should get, and the big old chunk of the money that the BISD gets is state funded. So I don't know how that would happen. I just don't think that that's the big news. But that's what I was told. But I don't have any other source to go by except that one. So as of right now, that's going to be it. That the mayor was out there checking out the wetlands. More power to you, mayor. It's the city manager's job, not your job. And see, that's, I think, part of the problem. There's no separation, and the mayor thinks he needs to be doing the city manager's job, and the city manager just doesn't care. As long as somebody's out there doing the squirrel tactic, squirrel, 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 no one's going to bother with the city manager and his $1 million a year budget for his huevones there at the city manager's office. Not the secretaries. I love the secretaries. Secretaries are amazing. It's all those Ramiros and all those other pieces of crap out there. Just don't do anything for the city of Brownsville. And then they get pissed off. Get pissed off because I call you huevon. I don't care. You be pissed off all you want. I don't care. It's my right to call you huevon. I've never seen you do a damn thing in your life. Never seen you do a damn thing for the city of Brownsville. Have you seen anything that the city manager's office has done for the city of Brownsville? Not a damn thing. Nothing. 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 So they're huevones. Just getting paid $250,000 a year. City manager is. $200,000 a year. The city deputy managers are. $100,000 a year. 120 for the husband and wife duo and that Ramiro guy. They do nothing for us, folks. Bunch of huevones. Huevones. And have you seen the way they dress? My Lord. I didn't mean right now. I was referring to when people send you videos to post about accidents. Oops. You should explain yourself, Gallo. Hey, Erasmo, have you heard of Alan West? Yes. He's running against Abbott. Yes. Do you have any opinion about him? I like Alan West. I think he's very, very down to earth. I appreciate his spiritual life. I like Alan West. I think Alan West would make a great governor for the state of Texas. Let me tell you, he wears a cowboy hat like very few African Americans do. The guy's down to earth. I love Alan West. I think he's going to do a great job as governor of the state of Texas. And you know what? At the end of the day, I think it's a great option for the Democratic Party to who will be their nominee. Is the Republican Party, sorry, is the Republican Party happy with Greg Abbott? I'm going to say most of them are. But an Alan West, my God, the guy, amazing. Without a doubt, I would vote for Alan West before voting for my buddy Greg Abbott. Sorry, Greg. I like Alan. Only thing a school district is modifying is how many pointless administrative positions they add using COVID as an excuse. And again, Ladybug, it's like when they were hiring the COVID director or the pandemic, just made up positions, guys. Didn't they have a health department, a lead nurse and stuff? Crazy. They also on their damn phone while driving. Yeah, that's infuriating. You got to be like a pro like me to be able to be on the phone and to try. I do my best to keep my phone away as much as possible. I don't do a good job at it. I'll admit it. I'm horrible at it. Not good, guys. Just a reminder: next week I will be in Colombia. I'll do my best to have my shows from Colombia. It just all depends on Wi-Fi access, guys. I will be gone most of the week. I should be back early next week. I stay in the right hand lane. Good job. You need to, especially if you're going to be watching the show wearing your face mask by yourself. The left hand lane is for passing anyway. Exactly. That's my point. Hello. Concerning that the elementary level children don't have a vaccine option, I hope the district continues to proceed with great caution for them. Uh, if we know something about the school district, is we know that for a fact they're not going to take extra precautions to take care of our children. They are not, because at the end of the day, they don't care. They only care about putting money into their pocket. Besides them driving like idiots, they're texting bastards. I drive a Jeep, so I have to stay my ass on the right lane. Oh, yeah, because Jeeps tend to flip over if you go too fast. I think that I have a Jeep. I just don't drive it much. But Jeeps, they tend to flip over. I don't think I've ever flipped over in a Jeep. Come to Dallas. Speed limit signs are for decorations and suggestions only. My type of town. This guy bumped into me on the expressway. He said he fell asleep, minimal damage. I think God put me there to keep him from slamming into the concrete or someone else, possibly causing more harm. I hope you're okay, Lolita, but I guess great. What's my favorite local restaurant? That's a tough one. Komori, love San Francisco. I will say that Main Street Deli used to be one of my favorite restaurants here until they sold me crackers, saltine crackers for $1. That's ridiculous. And I told him, you charged me $1 for saltine crackers? Saladitas. Out. Big E's barbacoa, amazing. Their tamales, I love them most of the time. Big E's Smokehouse on Paredes. I love Wild Wild West burgers down southmost. The charcoal flavor on the on the meat and on the weenie. I like my weenie with a charcoal flavor. Um, it's crazy as may sound. I love oyster bar. I like oyster bar. The one downtown, especially. I haven't been to the one on Paredes in a while. I love oyster bar, guys, and I know that I've had my ins and outs with oyster bar in the past, but man, as of recent, I think they changed owners, and let me say, they have not done me wrong in regards to my food. They also have a special plate for me there, so I kind of like that. It's the Erasmo plate. Woo! I love the food at Ricardo's. I've never had a bad dish at Ricardo's. Have you seen the high grass on Paredes? It's ridiculous, guys. It's really a mess everywhere. So I'm glad that the school district started to listen up and started to cut the grass at a lot of the different schools we mentioned. But guys, it's a mess out there. And again, uh, and I know a lot of folks out there are saying like, "Well, we all got to do our part." We are doing our part. We're paying taxes, and out of that accumulation of funds is what government needs to be doing. And when they're not doing it, we need to call them out together. Thank you, Erasmo. We had three more shirt orders today. Woo! Awesome! Thank you so much. The mayor talks about how they will be spraying at night. What a farce. Because he knows everyone's asleep and he can always say, oh, well, we did spray the area 2 nights ago. And you know, I hate that excuse. Oh, yeah, yeah, it was sprayed. I have not seen much of anything that has been sprayed. Nothing. Zancudos are horrible. Tune into Moist channel on YouTube. I'm kind of afraid to now. The times I've driven around town, I have yet to see a truck picking up branches anywhere. Uh, and again, I will say that I have seen a couple of them. Actually, I almost ran into one on Stagecoach. But with that said, guys, trash is back out there. Again, guys, not much has changed. But I understand there's a lot of folks out there, guys, that have not had their trash picked up in a while. So when as soon as they get their first haul out, they go back out and throw another haul. Someone was complaining about it, but you know what? What are we to do, guys? That's why I plan to sell my parents' house after they pass away. I'm selling my parents' house. I am not going to live in a huge, big old, huge house. I want to live in a small little house, preferably someplace I don't have to pay rent. ¿Cómo estás, Mr. Castro? Good evening, Alonso. Good evening, my man. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Is it two extraterrestrials have taken over your body and mind and they were sent by Musk from Florida? It's just on the weekends. That's the excuse I use when I fall asleep at Whataburger. That's correct. Aliens did it. I can take care of that con un machete. Hopefully, we're not talking about my hair. Elon Pyong taxes is a good thing. Obviously, they are excited about it because it's extra. Exactly. That was my that was my first reaction. They're excited because Elon Musk is going to pay the city of Brownsville taxes. Are they ecstatic because uh, we're going to be pocketing? They're going to be able to pocket more money or divert more money downtown to where they have their business interests. It's crazy. Wait a minute. So all this time, average citizens who do pay taxes didn't have to pay taxes. I'm so confused. Well, we didn't get the service for our taxes. That's what's really upsetting. And Aida Montelongo, good evening, hermosa. I love your hair, mi amor. Musk is going to pay Mordida to tax my ass. I can't say ass. Are teachers going to get an educator a stimulus check of 1,000? No, I doubt it. They'll be lucky if they get their $600 next month. They can burn the fat? They won't the excess skin, but won't the excess? I think that's why they burn it to suavizarlo, and then they put the strings in to pull it back. Although mine, I think it's pulled back to the max. I don't know what else can be done. También he is pushing for more bike. Oh my God. That's where it's going to on his Pee Wee Herman bike. God. I think one of the reasons why they're fumigating extra down the event center is because of the resacas. There's a lot of them out there. Plus, and I'm sort of glad that they are going towards that section because we do have Cameron Park out there, guys. And let me tell you, Cameron Park does have a lot of our folk out there living that need the resources of the city. And I'm very, very proud that if the city of Brownsville is still spraying around Cameron Park, Cameron Park is not the city of Brownsville responsibility. That is Cameron County's responsibility. It's a mess. What needs to happen is that Brownsville needs to annex Cameron Park get money from the county to fix up the place, to provide the basic services for them, fix up the roads out there, and then have it next to the city of Brownsville, guys. It's just weird that we have a donut hole here in the city of Brownsville that really isn't part of the city of Brownsville. It's crazy. I've never seen this before. It's madness. Eric Alexander Garcia, my man, my man, my man. Why would not only Trey but also Helen Ramirez take pictures in front of the abandoned warehouse that the city of Brownsville owns at the airport? SpaceX might be planning to open some form of manufacturing at the airport industrial park. Will SpaceX have to pay taxes if they set up shop in Brownsville? Yes. And again, that might be it. But again, how much can they pay in taxes if they open up a warehouse, John? I mean, how much taxes does a warehouse pay? $2,000-3,000 a year? I mean, I'm not sure. I honestly don't know how warehouses are taxed, but I don't think that they're taxed based on their content. They're taxed based on the square footage that they hold. And I might be completely bonkers. Look, 'cause I know, at our office, John, we pay taxes based on the furnishings in the office. I don't think the warehouse pays taxes based on the stuff inside the warehouse. Does that make sense? City manager is too busy promoting bike events. It's again kissing up to the damn Gowan people. Stupids. Is it Boca Chica part of Cameron County? No. Boca Chica, Boca Chica Beach, yes, not Boca Chica Boulevard. Boca Chica is Cameron County. Boca Chica Boulevard is Brownsville, Texas, and they're going to say it's TxDOT, blah 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 blah. I guess Brownsville will annex Starbase for the taxes. Um, See, I don't even know that if that's even possible because of the big old chunk of land that lies between Starbase and Brownsville, and that a big old chunk of that land is owned by the Lucios and other politicians. And if I'm not mistaken, it all continues to be Cameron County, not the city of Brownsville. That's what I find kind of weird. Is that, and unless what John says is true, if they are going to tax the warehouse, well, then that makes sense. But how much can you tax a warehouse? Not much. Chicken little. Chicken little. No way. Love you. Vote out the city manager. He can be fired. He cannot be voted out. Director of community gets 9,000. So yes, easy money. Crazy. Trash on Lakeside Boulevard has not been picked up. Looks horrible. Amber, send me a picture, please, and I will do my best to take care of it. That's my job. The work on Boca Chica is the most stupid thing Brownsville has done so far. Alex, you are 100% correct. Stupid. No sense. No brains. And let me tell you, Alex, and again, the people that are suffering are the small business owners. Down Boca Chica. You are 100% correct. Give that man a t-shirt. City manager used to sell boots at the Pulga. He is related to Trey, but don't tell anyone I told you. I don't think he's from here. Again, we have to resort to voting for the lesser of two evils. I'll have to do further research on Mr. West. Check him out. I like Alan West. Again, the guy seems legit. The guy doesn't seem to be very politically connected out there. He is a representative in the Houston area, guys, or the Dallas area. I'm not sure, but seems like a good guy. I like him. I drive sideways to get people mad. I'd love to see that. Locally, it's like Groundhog Day. Same thing, same players, same outcome. It's like stated. You can't polish a turd. You can't. And look, Ladybug and Teresa, look at all the people we have on the same committees, same boards, over and over and over and over and over again. They're the ones that are eating up our lunch. They're the ones that are benefiting financially by all this mess that's going on in the city of Brownsville. That's why the city of Brownsville continues to be stagnant, guys. We'll never grow out of it, not while these individuals keep on pocketing that money. Do you really think that these people didn't pocket money because of the hike and bike trails? And you know what really trips me out is the disregard from a lot of the folk out there. Look, and I have friends that are bike riders, but a lot of people out there going to go like, "Well, I like biking." Great, awesome, but does the majority of the city of Brownsville like biking? And the answer is no. Do the majority folk in the city of Brownsville use the bike lanes? And the answer is no. Guys, I like tennis. It doesn't mean that we're going to be opening tennis courts all over the city of Brownsville when I become mayor. We're not, because I understand that the population that like to play tennis is very limited in the city of Brownsville. But just because it's one of my things, why should I impose it on the people here in the city of Brownsville? I need to introduce things that are going to benefit the city of Brownsville as a whole. Mayor Gowan, imbecile, Gowan, imbecile. One of the things I'm worried about, especially after seeing buses practice their routes before school, are the mosquitoes, since the city takes a while to cut the grass. Uh, I'm concerned about the students having to wait in the mornings to get picked up. Se los van a comer vivos, los mendigos zancudos. And look, guys, I know you used to walk 3 miles, sun, moon, rain, snow to get to school. Not in those days. That we're not in the 1930s anymore. My favorite restaurant is Mariscos El Marino in Matamoros, Tamaulipas. Take me. I'd love to go. It's like the city waits last minute to cut the grass, but it would be too late, and everyone's kids will get been. You make an amazing point, because it's something that I've thought of, and I just never actually brought it up. But you're right. In Dallas, 635, some drivers with insurance just don't care, and they will just hit your car. 635 is the loop, right? Is it? Have you tried the New York Deli on Central? I have not. And let me tell you, I used to like New York Deli. The problem is that it started to stink in there. I don't know if it was the carpet, the one on Price Road. It stank. I have not seen New York Deli on Central. Where is it located, Hector? Let me know. But yeah, New York Deli on Price Road always stunk. And I don't like eating food where it stinks, unless it's a Chinese restaurant. Chinese restaurants, if they don't stink, it's not going to be good Chinese food. Have you experienced that? Uh, I was working when I was working in Austin, guys. They had like a little section called Chinatown, and they had like Chinese restaurants where they had like ducks hanging, uh, como si fueran cabritos. And I decided, let me go have some Chinese food there. It stinks. It stinks. And that's when I learned that a good Chinese restaurant needs to stink. And if it doesn't stink, it's not a good Chinese restaurant. I had the same at another place up in Austin. I think it was a Vietnam. I think it was a Vietnam restaurant, and it stunk. The food was good. The place stunk. Chinese restaurants, if they don't stink, no bueno. Oyster bar and padeles is like stepping back in the 1970s with high prices. Yes, and that's the place that I actually called out because of there was a rat poop at one point, and also they need to change that damn carpet. Stinks, guys. Stinks. I think no restaurant should have carpet. It's not good. Take it out. Change the damn carpet. It stinks. It stinks. But yeah, Ronnie's right. Back to 1970s with high prices, but the food's good. Those elitists focusing their energy on all this Elon Musk fuss. I read an article about the tranzas these local restaurants were coordinating with star-based food services providers. It's crazy, but it's expected, and everyone out there is going to try to make a buck out of Elon, and I'm sure that Elon is already aware of it. But what's a couple of million for Elon? Nothing, guys. Nothing. And the mayor and the commissioners, they go batshit, bat, bat ship, batship crazy. Ship. I think I wanted a shirt of Chicken Little being attacked by enormous mosquitoes in Brazil. I think that they have a logo for it. Ah! I've got to see that one. Hola, Marcos Witt. ¿Sabes qué? Constantemente me dicen lo mismo. Oye, se parece a Marcos Witt. Acabo de venir de Puebla y me dicen la raza con que andaba, es que te pareces un poquito a Marcos Witt. And and I'll share a quick story, guys. We had red mango yogurt place here on Pablo Quisel, where Mocambo is at now. And I was there, and this guy walks in, and he goes, "Oh my God!" And he comes up to me, goes, "Oh my God, ¿es usted? Is it you?" And I said, going like, "Well, yes, it's Erasmo Castro. Yes, yes." Yeah, I said, "Yeah, it's me." He goes, "Ay, no, me encanta como canta." And I'm going like, "Como canto?" And I'm going like, I said, "At church?" He goes, "Yes." And I'm going like, "Oh." And I thought maybe he'd seen one of the, my church videos. He goes, "Marcos Witt." And I go like, "No soy Marcos Witt. He just looks like me." But it was like, oh, because I was going like, "Sí, soy yo." Because I thought he was saying that, es usted Erasmo Castro. But no, Marcos Witt. You see, like, it's me. But it's kind of funny because I ran into Marcos Witt at Toscafinos one day when he had come down for some series or worship concert or something at the Living Way. And I got to see Marcos Witt at Toscafinos. And I said, "Hey, how's it going?" And I saw my friends, Bill Moore, out there. And I said, "Hey, how's it going?" And I told him the story, and he laughed. So we took a picture together, and I have the picture. And he does look a little bit like me, but I'm just 10 times more handsome. And I sing better, too. If you order the shrimp po' boy, they just put 3 little shrimp on a stale bun and charge $13. That's crazy. And I'm not really good with po' boys anyway. Pass by Alton Glore next to Ortiz Elementary and check out the giant pile of brush piled high since forever, thinking about the setting it on fire since they don't pick it up. Maybe that will call attention to its problem. Yeah, please don't do that. Send me a picture, but please do not. Please, folks, do not light up the city. Send me pictures. I will take care of it. I promise. There is a Ciclovia coming up next month. Oh my God. How much more of this crap do we have to endure, guys? Ciclovia. What a piece of crap. Puro repartidero de huesos for the same business owners that don't pay taxes, cause buildings that are historical, and further apply to get the grants of beautification and upgrades. Negocio redondo ratas. Guys, they're the only folks that get these contracts. SpaceX does have a hangar at warehouse at the airport. Yeah, I know. I figure that they do. I just don't understand how they get to pay taxes on there. Does that make sense? I mean, do they actually get to pay taxes? And how much taxes do they pay on a warehouse? That's what doesn't make too much sense to me. Yes, it's true. I don't know who okays billboards for BISD. It would probably be public information, but they have a billboard up in Harlingen about enrolling today. I saw the same thing, and that's where they're spending the money to advertise. I saw exactly the same thing today, and I'm going like, you really think BISD, the people in San Benito and in Harlingen, are going to want to drive to Brownsville to register their students here? Are you nuts? They're not going to pick Brownsville over Harlingen, San Benito. Never. The equipment within the potential manufacturing facility, yeah. Uh, if it's set machinery, John, I would say yes. But my question is, what machinery would a warehouse store? Forklifts, pallets, those ¿cómo se llaman? Those metal shelves and stuff. I mean, maybe, but still don't see how that's but a couple of thousands of dollars, John. Because I know for a fact, like at our office, I think we pay like $300 because of the office furniture. So I don't see how much tax money they get from a warehouse. I mean, I might be completely off, John, and you might be right. I just don't see it. And correct me if I'm wrong. I just don't see how warehouses get charged a lot on taxes because of the content in them. If it's the permanent content, potential manufacturing content, I'm not sure. But I don't think a warehouse is not to manufacture, usually. It just depends on the size. I'd have to ask. Warehouse taxes probably minimal considering who's paying them. Un pelo de un gato, 100%. Probably will grant them exemptions. We taxpayers lose again. And that's actually, this is a good point. I was wondering this same thing, John. My thought process was, well, didn't we already give them a bunch of tax breaks, tax abatements? It's like the money that we gave LNG, remember? And we've already lost one. Good evening, Danielle. Good evening, Hermosa. It's my birthday. Can you give me? Yes, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Frankie. Happy birthday to you. My man, happy birthday. Love you, Papa. Many more. Bike culture will never catch on here. The whole wanting to be Austin mentality has to go. We're not Austin. We're dollar menu raza, and that's okay. Yeah. And look, guys, we're chinitos. We're not voodoo donuts. We're chinitos. We're not coyote ugly. It's my birthday. Can you give me a shout out? I love you. I love you. Who's making the calls on Boca Chica? Uh, Boca Chica Boulevard or Boca Chica Beach? Boca Chica Boulevard, again, TxDOT, but we have no one at the city who's fighting for us. And I love Chichen Itza. It's amazing, Luis. If it's Boca Chica Beach, supposedly the county, but the county is bending over backwards for Elon Musk. So no one. Adam West, you mean Batman? I thought he died. Alan West. Batman. Sorry, I didn't mean to imply he was an evil choice, just not familiar with him. No, I understand what you meant. The first time I hear his name, no respect, it would be not, no, you heard my part. No, I understand. I understood what you were saying. Alan West is a little bit less known. I followed his career because I do a little bit of Texas politics. So I know that he represents somewhere. I just don't remember exactly where. He's just a good looking man. A good looking man in a cowboy hat. Yum, yum, yum. Good looking man. Very, very bright. Very, very smart too. And very, very set in his way. I guess I shouldn't have said yum, yum when I was talking about a man. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. One citizen applied to all boards and did get picked for one. So yeah, keep trying. Well, that's a progress. Ciclovia next month. God help us. I don't see people using the bike lanes. I've never seen any cyclists over by the Old Amigo Lemo. Never. And I transit that way regularly. And all you see is the damn turtles. And those turtles are an eyesore and they're pathetic. However, if you call sit on Central, oh God help us, out your chances are zero. Paella stinks. Um, yeah, most paella does stink, but some of it is okay. And I'm not really much. I cannot stand seafood, like camarón con arroz. Hate it. My opinion is the mayor is doing all this with the Jardín Hotel bike trails, and so when he is booted out, he can go around flaunting por mi Brownsville. Tienes esta camiopapada de chiscas. Chiscas. Talk about New York Deli. My family and I went to the new one, and the guys on the front service and cashier sneezed into their hands and didn't even wash them aside. No mask. Where is it? I honestly don't even know where it's at. Sewage or what? Yucko. You know you love Amiga's restaurant. Yes, I just hated the fact that they were supporting my opponent, but I like Amigas. Has anyone eaten at the deli sandwich place on 802? Oh, McAllister's. I've actually had McAllister's before when I was working in Austin, and let me tell you, McAllister's is okay. It's not going to last in Brownsville. It's just I don't see it making it in Brownsville. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Jason's Deli has made it this long, and I like Jason's Deli. Chinatown, Lamar, and Breaker Lane there. Yes, isn't it amazing? And they have like these Chinese restaurants in there. They stink. They got ducks hanging from them, secos. It's unfortunate the city is bringing the Star-based Collectors Con to the event center just when we are going to have our own convention center, bigger places, big revenue. When are we going to have? We're not. It's very unfortunate. Stinks like rotten meat, rotten food, sewage, or what? Chinese restaurants? No, are oyster bar. Chinese restaurants, they stink. Like no sé qué, como like comida podrida, something like that. I'm not sure. Stinks. You're freezing up. Sorry, my hour's up. That's why. So by the logic, if our city stinks, eventually it will be good. Ah! I don't want to say that. The staff at New York Deli manhandled our food with their dirty ass hands, and they kept touching their face too. Not good. I haven't been there. You're freezing. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. Do you think Elon Musk watches your show? I don't know. I'm sure that Elon Musk's people watch the show. I'm sure they do. I know the FBI watches the show. Like the page, guys, on YouTube. I only got 26 thumbs up, one thumbs down. I got 50 people on there and only 26 have thumbs up. Oyster Bar Downtown is small but damn good. Yes, that's the one I go to. I love Oyster Bar Downtown. Beat the Oyster Bar, but it is easily hands down, 100%. I'm getting my shirt next week. Joyce Oyster Bar in Port Isabel, the best. I gotta go. Vamos. Someone invite me. Yes, freezing because my post is getting cut off. Sorry. It's me. Sorry. So you're not the only one handsome and totally not fat. No, it's just me. Some of the bike in Palm Boulevard are already missing. There's a rack right here, guys, across from the college. It has like two bikes on there. God only knows. The other ones are in Matamoros. Don't be a firebug. Yeah, please don't start things on fire. Everything is going up. Gas, food, everything. Everything. See, los de Brownsville don't want to register with BISD, menos those from elsewhere. Pepper and Patty is exactly right. With COVID-19 and Delta here, why are the kids going back to school with us, our people with pre-existing conditions? Doesn't make sense. Do you know if the city manager rides bikes in, is part of Ciclovia? I don't think so. I think the ride a bike with a manager is just a way of him keeping Gowan happy. It's pathetic. It's dumb. It's ridiculous. Perhaps the warehouse is another Yucca Mountain nuclear waste facility. Crazy. On that 1,000 stipend of teachers question, apparently $365 million were given to the district, and Texas, along with other states, were to give all district employees. Look into article. If you send it to me, that'd be great. I haven't seen it. McAllister's is overpriced and not good. New York Deli is better, but the workers don't wash their hands. And the new one is on Central Boulevard. Yeah, but we're on Central Boulevard. I don't want to be driving around all down Central Boulevard. If Taco Bell can make it here, any place can make it. Tell that to Arby's and to Applebee's. Is it just restaurants that start with letter A? I'm not sure. Very expensive and went there, but Jason's Deli is way better. I love Jason's ice cream. I was rooting for Arby's by Expressway. Talk about Arby's, but I knew it was not going to make it. Yeah, I love Arby's roast beef sandwiches, but I sort of thought it was going to make it either. You're right. Have a good night. Rest. Interesting show. Good night. Good night. And what's that, Terry? A Valley Star Fruits and More is the best kept secret in Brazil. I don't know where that's at, Mateo. Send me that information. In the vicinity of Pekin. Oh, okay. I know where it's at now. I'll go visit it. Guys, my hour is up. Great show tonight. Woo! Guys, I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, shout out to my friend Mauricio Garcia, attorney Mauricio Garcia. Had a great cup of coffee at Nerve Coffee today. A great conversation, catching up on old times. A great buddy, great friend. If you need an attorney, he's a great guy too. They made a Taco Bueno where Arby's used to be. I saw that. Is it open already? I saw that it was a Taco Bueno. Don't think that's going to make it either. Never heard of a Taco Bueno. I also agree. Hospitality is good. I love their. They have this salad where it's like grapes and I think apples and stuff. You mix that with the ice cream. Yum. Do you and Shelly ever go to breakfast? No, not really. I don't think we've had breakfast. Shelly is a late riser. She wakes up too late. I wake up early most of the time. Guys, hand sanitizer, face covering, social distance if you still believe in all that stuff. It's good to see you out of Facebook jail, Rodney. Guys, have a great evening. Stay safe. And I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Guys, be good to each other and please continue to be good to me. God bless.